Everybody, Luther for Life here, bringing us a brand new video. This time around, it is Crystal Beast deck profile. Oh god, a deck of mine that I personally really like. Crystal Beast is one of my favorite decks in the game. I know I probably say that about almost every other deck I do a deck profile on. Something I just realized. But I really do like Crystal Beast. It's one of the few decks I really want to max rarity on, but that's expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the pricing on max rarity Crystal Beast. It is insane. Anyway, so let's get on to the deck profile before I go off on a random tangent. So as you can see, this is the fun build with Rainbow Dragon in it because I really wanted to make full use of the new stuff. And just to kind of give people an aneurysm, I have 3 different rarities of Rainbow Dragon. Right here, the common, the 10 secret, and the original secret from Tactical Evolution, which I actually managed to get in first hit. I'm so happy about it. So yeah, Rainbow Dragon. I've never really understood the hate for Rainbow Dragon. I mean, it's not the worst card in the world. It's not the worst boss monster in the world. There's actually a really fun little OTK you can do with him. It requires quite a bit of setup, but it's literally as simple as just clearing the board and summoning 2 of these guys for game. He's got 2 really cool effects, an attack buff and a board wipe that costs your entire deck just about to do. So it's really basically just a 4K vanilla for going for game. Really cool card though. I love the design. I only wish his retrain was a bit better. Moving on, we got triple Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, by far the best of the Crystal Beasts. He's basically a Stratos. Whenever he hits the board in any way, he puts a Crystal Beast in your back row from anywhere. Like literally anywhere. Hand, field, no wait, hand, graveyard, or deck. He can't put it from the field because it's already on the field. But anywhere else, hand, graveyard, deck, anywhere, so long as it's not banished or on the field. And then of course, he, like every other Crystal Beast, if he dies, he goes into your back row. Well, it's optional, but still. Then you got triple Topaz Tiger. He's just a beater. That's really all I gotta say. He pumps up to 2K whenever he attacks. Pretty nice for getting over stuff. Then we got 2 Amber Mammoth. Amber Mammoth is kind of cool. He can redirect attacks straight to him instead of going for your other Crystal Beast, which is really nice for protecting your weaker ones so you don't take a crap ton of damage. Like if you have a Carbuncle or something and your opponent's attacking with a deep, like a Piercer or something, you can redirect the attack to him. Pretty nice. 2 Crystal Beasts Cobalt Eagle. Cobalt Eagle is well, he used to be pretty good back in the day when the game was a lot slower, where putting a Crystal Beast on top of your deck wasn't too bad. But nowadays, it's not that great anymore. He's still pretty good for just being a level 4 that you can go into Rank 4s with and stuff. I just wish he returned Crystal Beast to the hand instead of putting him on the top of the deck. It would have been a lot better. Next up, we got 2 Carbuncle. I'm kind of flip-flopping between 2 and 3. I found that 3 can be a bit cloggy, though. That's the only real issue, and you can get to your Crystal Beast so easily now. I don't think that like really playing more than 2 is really necessary, per se. Definitely something I'm still testing out, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on and stuff. But I feel like that 2 so far has been working pretty good. 1 Amethyst Cat and 1 Emerald Tortoise. They're kind of just there for filling out the names until we get 2 more good Crystal Beasts, which Konami is like hell-bent on not giving us. Moving on. So first and foremost, for the new stuff, we got triple Rainbow Bridge. This card is stupid good. Like, just seriously, just adding any crystal spell or trap card from your deck to your hand is really good. Mainly, you're going to be searching out Crystal Bond, which has the cutest little artwork ever in like the history of the game, and possibly in like all card games. I don't know, I haven't really looked at Pokemon or Magic too much, but this card is so good. You get to search out any Crystal Beast and put a Crystal Beast in your back row. It's not too hard to explain why that's good. I mean, just being able to grab a Sapphire Pegasus to your hand and then put like a Carbuncle in your back row, or as I usually do, put one of the crappy ones into my back row so I don't have to worry about drawing them. Just really nice card overall. Very good. Then we got triple Rainbow Ruins. Rainbow Ruins is by far the better of the 2 field spells. Don't get me wrong, Advanced Dark is not a bad field spell, but Rainbow Ruins is just objectively better. Having 5 amazing, well, 2 mediocre effects and then 3 really good effects is just really good. Being able to half damage, protect itself, negate spells and traps, draw more cards, And then, of course, Special Summon a Crystal Beast. And actually, the way that I just phrase it, it sounds like it's really good no matter what with all the effects. It's still a really great card. It is a bit more susceptible to getting destroyed nowadays because people use Cosmic Cyclone. I think that's the right one, the one that you pay 1,000, banish a spell or trap card. People play that card more so over Twin Twister and MST, which does kind of suck because this card's even easier to kill now thanks to that, because it doesn't destroy, it banishes, which is a bit annoying, but I digress. Next up, I got Triple Terraforming. Kind of goes without saying, one of the best field spells in the game. You kind of want to get to it as soon as you can. Moving on, we have 2 Crystal Beacon. Kind of goes without saying, this card is made so much easier to get to, to even be made live now, thanks to Crystal Bond. Because with Crystal Bond, if you activate it, search out Sapphire Pegasus, and then put a Crystal Beast in your back row, and normal summon Sapphire Pegasus, put another one in your back row, you can then, you instantly have access to Beacon. It's really freaking good. I love it. Just being able to get to that super easy is really, really great. And then 2 Crystal Blessing. I know some people don't like this card as much, but it is kind of like a Suedo's Salvage for the deck. It gets back any 2 Crystal Beasts and puts them in your back row. Yes, it would be nice if it gave you the option to either put them in the back row or go to your hand, but however, it's still really good. It sets up plays and really gets the deck rolling and helps with recovering after a board wipe or something. Next up, I know I'm in the minority when I say this, but I really like Rare Value. And I know it's not just because I have a German first hit ulti. Rare Value is a great draw card. The deck really does lack in draw cards with as much searching and just in general really great spells and traps it has. The deck really does lack in draw power. I just wish this card had Crystal in the name so you could search it with Rainbow Bridge, but I digress. This card is really good. Whenever you activate it, your opponent picks one of your 2 or more Crystal Beasts in your back row, sends it to the graveyard, you get to draw 2 cards. Yeah, it does kind of suck that your opponent picks, but I digress, it's still a really good card. Next up, I got 2 Melody of Awakening Dragon. You pitch a card, search out a dragon with 3k or more attack and 2k or less defense, or sorry, 2500 or less defense. 2500 or less, which Rainbow Dragon fits. So not only do you get to put stuff in your graveyard, which could be a Crystal Beast that you don't want to summon, but you want in your graveyard, so it counts towards Rainbow Dragon summoning conditions, then you can easily get your hands on 2 Rainbow Dragons straight away. Really great card overall. And it's kind of integral to a part of the OTK that I'll explain a bit later. Then we got 1 Soul Charge. Kind of goes without saying, this deck really likes Soul Charge. It's such an amazing card for this deck. 1 Crystal Promise. I've seen some people play 2. I've seen some people play 1. It's kind of all over the place with this card. It is kind of a monster born for the deck, but however, it only summons them from the back row, which I guess is in a way a monster born for the deck. But I'm just so easily able to get to it nowadays. I could possibly see people, I might put it up to 2 myself, but I've been liking it at 1. It just doesn't clog as much as putting it at 2 does, to me at least. Then 1 Crystal Abundance. Crystal Abundance, as good of a card this is, and as much of a win condition it is, it's so easily outed, and it takes so much time to get to Crystal Abundance. I almost feel like it's just not worth it, which of course some people could say, well, neither is Rainbow Dragon, and that's true, but this card is basically just an auto win button. Yeah, you gotta have 4 Crystal Beasts in your back row to activate it. Whenever you do, you send them all to the graveyard. Send everything to the graveyard on the field, and then you summon out Crystal Beasts from your graveyard up to the number of cards you sent from your opponent's side to the field to the grave. Really good card overall. It is Solemn Warningable though, that's the scary part, and sending your 4 Crystal Beasts is cost, which means if this card gets negated, you just nagged like 5 and it sucks. Which is my big concern with this card, because if your opponent has a way to negate it, you lose. Like so much, it's ridiculous. And then that's the end of the spells, but not the end of the deck just yet. So with traps, I am playing triple Torrential Tribute. This card went to 3, and I really don't know how to feel, because with Crystal Beast, this card is so good in the deck, because you don't care if your Crystal Beasts get killed, because they go in your back row, and that's where you want them. But Torrential Tribute, being basically a reactive dark hole that just destroys everything, is really, really great. It helps to disrupt your opponent, makes it where your opponent is brought down to your level. And then once they know you're playing Torrential Tribute, they know you're probably playing multiple copies, so then they start like dancing around it, and then you can start having some mind games with your opponent by setting cards that are just complete and total bluffs. And they're like, oh crap, that's a Torrential, and then before you know it, your opponent starts making misplays, and hey, you win. That's kind of my idea with it, is to put fear into my opponent with this card. Just because it is such a good card. I don't know how I feel about Konami putting it at 3 though because of that. Then finally, we have Ultimate Crystal Magic. This card is really, really good and is your main way of triggering the ability to summon out Rainbow Dragon, as well as of course his fusion counterpart. So whenever a Crystal Beast you control dies by battle, that's my only real issue with this card right there, sends from your hand deck or hand deck or field to the graveyard 7 Crystal Beasts with different names. Then fusion summon a Rainbow Dragon, fusion monster, or Ultimate Crystal, I can't remember the exact wording. Fusion monster from your extract. It special summons it, treats it as a fusion summon. And then if a Ultimate Crystal monster, which is basically Rainbow Dragon, Rainbow Over Dragon, or Rainbow Dark Dragon, leaves the field due to an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then place as many Crystal Beasts in your back row as possible. Really good card overall. I almost kind of want to play Fool's Burial Goods just to get my second copy in the graveyard, but it's just such a good card overall. You generally want to try and get to it as soon as possible after you get to your Crystal Beasts. Something that's really nice is that since Rainbow Bridge is not a once per turn, if you happen to open multiple Rainbow Bridges, you can use one to search out Crystal Bond, and then use the other to search out this. The only thing is that if your opponent knows that you have this, and this is your only set card, your opponent's going to go after it because they do not want to give you a free Rainbow Dragon and setting up your stuff. So, moving on to the extra deck. We got 2 Rainbow Over Dragons. Rainbow Over Dragon is a new version of Rainbow Dragon. He's really cool. I love the artwork, and he literally just does what Rainbow Dragon does, but better. He can banish a Crystal Beast from your graveyard. He gains the attack power of that monster. Then you can tribute him, provided he was fusion summoned, to shuffle all cards on the field back to the deck. And you can spell summon him from your extra deck by tributing a Rainbow Dragon instead of, just fusion summoning him. Otherwise, he does need 7 Crystal Beasts to go into. But because he is a dragon, you can technically use Dragon's Mirror, but that's bad. Use this. This card is pretty cool. I wish he was a bit better. I wish he did a bit more. Maybe he had some kind of protection or something. But however, he is really cool because of that shuffling thing. Now, that shuffling effect is a quick effect, and unlike Rainbow Dragon, you can do it right away. Rainbow Dragon, the big thing that really does prevent Rainbow Dragon from being a good card is that you can't use his effect on the turn he was summoned, which is really stupid. So what Rainbow Over Dragon does is, this is how the OTK works. So your opponent runs over your Crystal Beast, you activate Ultimate Crystal Magic, you summon out this guy, okay? Then you use his effect during your opponent's turn, like during the end turn or something, or if you have to right away, if like they try to run it over for Utopia Lightning, or if they try to target it with something, use his effect to tribute him, shuffle all monsters back on the field, back into the deck, along with all back row and stuff, preferably during the end phase so you don't have to worry about your opponent setting more traps. So then during your turn, you activate this, search out your 2 Rainbow Dragons. You still should have all 7 Crystal Beasts in your graveyard. You just drop both Rainbow Dragons, attack for game for 8k. Again, it does require quite a bit of setup, but it is doable, and it's really fun because people don't realize that, oh, Rainbow Dragon's searchable. Really, really funny. Really nice as well. Next up, 200 Clock Taker. He's just a generic link, super easy to summon. 2 Mrs. Radiant. A lot of the Crystal Beasts are Earth, so this helps out. And then for the last link, we got 1 Saryuja Skeldred. Saryuja is so easy to summon in this deck with the 4 to get all the effects, all 3 effects. Really easy to do. All you need is Crystal Bonds and Crystal Blessing. I think that's Crystal Beacon. So you Crystal Bond, search out a Pegasus, and either, any of the other Crystal Beasts, put them in the back row. Normal summon Pegasus, use this effect, put a Carbuncle in your back row. Sorry, not a Carbuncle, another Crystal Beast. And then you activate Beacon, you summon out Carbuncle effect, summon out the 2 Crystal Beasts from your back row. And there you go, you got a Saryuja, which gets you 4 cards, and then you put 3 back, and then it's just really, really, really good overall. Saryuja's effect to just let you draw and kind of reorganize your hand and your next few cards of your your deck. Really does come in handy with just trying to correct broken hands or fix other issues. You know, maybe put like Crystal Beast that you don't want to have just yet back in your deck. Get to your combo pieces. It's such a good card. A friend of mine likes to call him the bad hand fixer because if you can make him and you have a bad hand, he can usually fix it pretty easy. Now then, on to the EXCs. I got one number 47 Nightmare Shark just to go for game, one Break Sword to pop stuff, one Abyss Jar to negate stuff, one Kestel to get rid of stuff, one Baguska to annoy my opponent, one 101 to get rid of more stuff, and then finally the Utopia package to get over big things. So, that is the deck profile. What do you guys think of the Crystal Beast? What do you guys think of the new support? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's rather lacking? I'm still peeved that we still don't have the freaking pendulums and the continuous trap and the continuous, the quick play spell. Okay, I really don't care about the pendulums anymore because of Master Roll 4 and making them literally irrelevant for the deck now. And I honestly don't care about the quick play spell, but I really freaking want that trap card into TCG already. Come on, Konami, just give it to us. We need Crystal Horde really badly over here. That card is stupid, being a compulse and a Yangzing Path, I think is what the trap card is, but for Crystal Beast, such a good card, and we still don't have it over here. It's been, what, 4 years? It drives me nuts. So guys, what do you think of Crystal Beast? Leave your comments down below. What do you guys would think, like what do you think for this particular build, for going for the Rainbow Dragon stuff? What do you guys think I should change around in the deck? And would you like to see other versions of the deck? I don't like the Haman builds anymore because Haman, just summoning him is a neg 3. Well, I guess you could say a neg 2 because you get the monster and then you lose 3 cards. So card economy, it's so confusing. So I don't know. I just really don't like Hamando because you get rid of 3 cards, summon him, and then hey, if your opponent Solemn Strikes him or Solemn Warnings him, he's gone and you just neg yourself super hard. So I don't know, I'm probably going to try and steer away from the Haman build, but I am very open to other ideas for the deck for trying out other builds. Please leave your comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. See you all later. Peace out and goodbye.